Hi guys, today we're taking a look at a budget mechanical gaming keyboard and mouse. Now, I know what you're thinking. As soon as I said budget, you're thinking it's going to be rubbish, but I'm actually pretty impressed at this combo. It will set you back around $115, and when you're looking at the bigger brands, this is a bargain if you're on a limited budget. So let's open it up and see what you get in the packaging. So let's take a look at the mouse first. So in terms of purchasing, you don't have to purchase this as a bundle. You can purchase the mouse separately or even the keyboard separately. I'll include all the details in the description below, including purchasing links. The mouse itself, standalone, retails for $37.99, and in the UK you can pick it up for around £32. The model is the LoneWolf2. The packaging comes with an instruction guide, which is multi-language, and a Redragon sticker. Now let's have a close-up look on the mouse. So connectors, it has a big chunky connector here with a gold-plated connection on there. Cable, it's all braided and it's 170 centimeters in length. Build quality of the cable feels really good, and there's a Velcro strap here if you want to tidy the cable away. Dimensions, it comes in at 129 millimeters long, across it's 67.5 millimeters, and the height is 40.5. Looking over here at the top, it's all matte coated, and you've got the Redragon logo over here, and it has a rubber grip on the side. So in terms of buttons, they say there's 9 buttons on here. So 3 here, 2 either side, and obviously you've got the button click here. DPI wise, the mouse can go up to 16,000 DPI on the fly from the mouse itself, and if you use the software, it could go all the way up to 32,000 DPI. There's 4 polling rates on this, so 125, 250, 500 and 1000 Hertz. So polling rates how often a mouse reports its position back to a computer. So if it's on 125 Hertz, it'll report its position back to a computer 125 times a second. Now looking underneath, you've got a large Teflon foot pad here and another one over here. You've got a mode selection here, and this will let you switch between 5 different preset gaming profiles with each click. Now coming over here, you've got an additional weight on this. If I pull that out, and with the weight of the mouse comes in at 118 grams. Looking down here at the sensor, it has an advanced PAW3335 sensor on here. Now all the buttons are programmable using their app. The buttons click have a 20 million click lifespan on there. In terms of feel, has a really nice comfortable feel to it. The rubber grip here at the side helps as well. Size wise fits quite well in the palm of your hand. Now just as a comparison in terms of size, if I compare it to my Logitech G Pro wireless, you can see in size wise it's very similar in size, but if I come over here at the side, you can see it's just the buttons that make it hang over a little bit more. Now in terms of default mouse button functionality, so the button over here, this is the rapid fire button, so one click of that is equivalent of left clicking 3 times. And coming over here, you've got forward function in a web browser and back function in a web browser. Looking over at the top, you've got your left click, you've got your right click, then you've got your scroll wheel. Looking here, we've got the DPI up and then DPI down, and then a light mode button here, so you can change between the different light modes. So you get 7 different lighting modes on here. And now if I press that, just to show, looking at the lighting in person, I don't see much of a flicker on there. It's pretty smooth as it transitions, but then I've noticed looking through the camera, there is a slight flicker on there. So just to highlight, that isn't visible in person. Next, just to show the lighting effect next to my G Pro wireless, you can see for yourself, there is a bit of a flicker on there, because you don't see that flicker on the G Pro wireless. If you change between different DPI levels, you get an indicator lit up indicating that you've gone to the next one. So it was blue there, and that was the 2000 DPI. If I press it again, goes to green, which is 4000, then purple, which is 8000, and then 16,000, which is yellow. Going again, stays at yellow, meaning it's at 16,000. Now going down, just cycles through the colors until you finally get to red, and that's the 1000 DPI indicator. So quite nice having a quick reference of the DPI you're in. Now in terms of RGB, you've got RGB on the scroll wheel, RGB at the side on there. You've got the logo covered in RGB. Now coming underneath, nothing there, and you've just got RGB at the ends there. So quite a lot going on there. And if you weren't too keen to have it on, you wanted it completely off, that's possible as well. So if I flick between the different lighting modes, there you go, finally off. Next, just to show you the different click noises. Now looking at the mouse from the back of the area, you can see it slopes down slightly up here. Now looking at how much you're supposed to press, just to show that's not a press, you've got to press a little bit more just to get it initiating the click. So if I show, you can see the distance it's having to travel before the click. So not too bad, just highlighting the fact there is a bit of a distance there. But in terms of performance, it's pretty good. And I've not seen many mice that reach up to 32,000 DPI at this price range. Comfort and usage, I think it works pretty well. I like the fact it has a rubber grip here at the side, and the larger size feels quite comfortable as you're working with this. Next, to show you all the different color modes on the mouse. So let's move on to the keyboard. So this is the Redragon Bramha. In the US it retails for $90 and in the UK it's £97. I'll include details for this in the description below, including purchasing links as well. So in terms of content, it comes with a multi-language user manual, comes with a Redragon sticker. You also get a key puller and a mechanical switch puller here. You get some replaceable mechanical switches. So the switches in the keyboard are hot swappable. So you get 2 blacks, 2 browns, 2 reds and 2 blues. The keyboard has the blue switches in there, and these are the clicky keys. So it has quite a clicky noise to it. So if I show a little bit. Now in terms of the cable for the keyboard, you've got 180 centimeters of cable here, nice quality braided cable on there, big chunky connector here and a gold plated connector on there. The keyboard comes with a detachable wrist rest here. It's all plastic in build quality, their branding there, some dots all the way along. Comfort, it's reasonable I'd say, only because it's all plastic. It would have been nicer if it was a soft material finish on here. It connects to the keyboard via magnets just below here. So if I bring it in close and it should lock into position, you can hear it. There you go, and it stays firmly in position. So if I drag it, the keyboard moves with it, which is quite a nice design. Now taking it off, looking underneath, you've got some rubber pads on there. I've plugged the keyboard into my computer and you can see the RGB effect come online here. Now there's also RGB at the right here and on the left. There's nothing along the top and the bottom. The logo for Redragon doesn't light up. You've just got silver over here. The RGB effect itself is pretty cool. You can see for yourself the quality isn't bad at all, and holding on to function and one of these keys you can cycle through the different effects. I'll have that towards the end of the video so you can sit and see that for yourself. Brightness levels can be changed as well. So if I click on that, take it down, see it's gone down, take it up to the maximum. And if you had transition effects, you can also reduce the speed on that or increase the speed as well. So lots of functionality available on there. Key press and actuation, and that's the response time when you press the button on here. They say it comes in at around 0.2 of a millisecond. Now in terms of extra keys, you've got your G keys over here. So in total there's 10 G keys, and they're also referred to as macro keys, and they're programmable keys. So if you had a task which involved clicking a number of buttons, you can program that to do all those actions in one go. So you'd have to install the software on your computer to enable you to do that. So that's available on their website. The colors on here are 16.8 million RGB colors. You've got 18 modes in total. And the macros on here can be recorded on the fly as well. So you don't have to use the software to record a macro. Coming out the top here, you've got a dedicated scroll bar here. That can be used for your volume, but also can be used for brightness levels. So if I click on there, you can see the brightness changes. And you've got media keys here as well. It's a good amount of functionality. Now in terms of feel of the buttons, the feels along the top here and here, there's all a matte finish on there, and they do feel pretty nice. Clicky noise in terms of typing. It is quite a loud clicky noise on there, and let me demonstrate clicking through some of the buttons here.
Comfort of typing is not bad at all. Now the ridges on here, you can feel them on your hand, but it's not that bad. But like I said already, I would have preferred if it was a soft padded wrist rest here. So for the price, you're getting quite a lot of functionality on the keyboard. I'd say it squares up quite well with some of the mainstream brands out there.
Let me run you through the different lighting effects on here. So you've got 18 different lighting effects, and on each button here, you've got 3 different effects. Now, holding onto the function key, so this is obviously one effect. Second one there, this transitions through the colors. And the third one there, just gives a breathing effect on there. Going to the next one, press a button. It's pretty cool, like an explosion as you're typing. Now just gives a remnants of a key press. Goes across. It's a side explosion, you could say. Next is that one there. Just gives a ripple effect on the keyboard with this. Okay, moving on. Random keys lighting up. Rainbow effect going across here. Varying RGB colors on this one. Transitioning between the different colors there. Ripple going downwards on this. And then a flow in between both ways. There you go, nice number of effects here. Color levels seem really good on here. So there you go, you've seen the unboxing of this Redragon keyboard and mouse. Really impressed. Build quality wise, really good. If you're after a mechanical keyboard, which isn't at crazy prices some of the big brands are at, I think you're getting quite a bargain here. Good quality keyboard and a mouse which is really well built and a high DPI on there. Generally budget mice don't have high DPIs on there. RGB effect wise, looks really cool. They have their own software as well, but it can work independently, so you don't have to mess around installing the software and fiddling around with things. So there you go, I hope it's helped anyone thinking of purchasing this. Details are in the description below, including purchasing links. Hang around for the end cards. I'll have some more gaming tech. Drop me a like if you've liked this video, and let me know what you thought of the keyboard. Would you consider buying it? I think for the price, it's really good. Thanks for viewing, and see you in the next one.